You're welcome to today's class. This is an overview of grid trading on Binance Futures. The basic tips for new and experienced traders. The key areas to explore will be the definition, to be a look into what is grid trading, how to get started, the pros and cons, major benefits, and what to expect, as well as user feedbacks. For miscellaneous, we'll look into conclusion, a disclaimer, references, and you can also decide to invite your friends who can be traders and benefit from this grid trading opportunity. What is grid trading? The grid trading is a strategic tool that automates buying and selling of futures contracts at preset intervals around the price or around a present price range. The objective here is the fact that it is designed to help traders, both newbies and experienced traders, profit from small price fluctuations, especially in a raging market. The auto parameters function allows anyone to create a grid trading strategy with just one single click. The grid trading is divided into the grid trading spots, the grid trading futures, and the grid trading swap. The grid trading spots involves directly purchasing or selling financial instruments and assets such as cryptocurrencies, forex, stocks, or bonds. For futures trading, this allows investors to speculate on future value of a cryptocurrency. For TWAP, which is time-weighted average price, is an algorithmic trade execution strategy that aims to achieve an average execution price close to the time-weighted average price of the user-specified period. Looking at how grid trading works, on the Binance Futures, the grid trading, once you've created a grid trading in step 1, after creating your grid trading strategy, the grid tags to take infets and tries to buy BTC at a much cheaper price. It says here, when BTC price moves down, the buy or long orders get filled automatically. Once the buy or long orders are filled, the bot tries to sell these buy or long orders that have been bought at a cheaper price. We try to sell them at a much higher price in order for you to make profit. So the market will need to go up so that you can or your buy or your sell orders can be filled. So when BTC finally moves up, the sell or short orders get filled automatically. So this is the basic scenario or the basic design of the grid trading. Looking at what are the benefits of grid trading on Binance Futures, or why grid trading is best for crypto beginners, and also why experienced crypto traders need to use grid trading. One key factor you need to know is that the grid trading allows you to trade systematically without the need to forecast the direction of a trend. So Bitcoin price illustration below is a grid strategy in which BTC is at $38,000 initially and the buy order has been filled automatically. The next thing that occurs is a sell order of $38,100 for the BTC that you bought at $38,000. So in this scenario you made an $100 worth of profit. The next thing the bot does is to create another buy order for BTC at $38,050, and this bot tries to sell this BTC that has been bought for $38,050 or try to sell it at $38,150. Now the grid trading bot can be set in a way that your profit margin will be on a regular basis using either the arithmetic or geometric symmetry. Also, you want to know that the grid trading allows traders to capitalize on small price changes of crypto assets in trending markets as prices tend to consolidate on the lower time frames. Setting up a reasonable price range in any time frame is the key to ensuring the profitability of your grid trading strategy. For a price range could be for the fact that BTC can range of you can set a price range for BTC from $30,000 to about $45,000. If you feel BTC will always range between this price range for a set period of time and will not go lower or further from this price range that you set. So free to use as compared to most trading bots, and also the grid trading bot has the auto and customizable parameters for all type of users. Users can also benefit from crypto arbitraging, which is made easy for both experienced and new users. A crypto arbitrage is just a way of buying low and selling higher. This can be done on a particular platform as well as on different exchanges. In this scenario, the grid trading bot or the grid trading bot strategy does this for you at ease. Setting up your futures grid trading strategy. As a new user, you will need to have an account on Binance. You can click on the register button. A link will be in the description of this video. So you can start registering on Binance, complete the necessary documentations and verifications. Once you've done the verifications, you can now go ahead to fund your account. Once you've funded your account, you can transfer your funds you funded your account into your Binance Futures account. Now, the funding process can be done using any method, using your credit card or debit card. You can also fund your account using any of the payment options available on the Binance platform. For an old user, you will need to just log into your Binance Futures account to get started. Once you're logged in and your funds have been deposited into your futures account, you want to navigate to the trade menu or the derivatives menu and choose the strategy trading or the US dollar margin futures trading. Once you click on it, you will be shown on default the sports grid, futures grid, and TWAP trading. You can now select this futures grid trading to get started. Next, you need to take note of is the pair. On default, you will be shown BTC against BUSD perpetual pair, and also you can also choose whichever pair you want to trade with. Choosing your preferred parameters. Depending on the crypto assets you want to use your trading bot for or the grid trading strategy for, the AI parameter or the auto parameter bot would automatically recommend a series of trusted or a series of recommended parameters or trades due to the history of the particular crypto asset you want to trade. It will recommend it for you automatically, and this is easily done for you. So this is a trading bot that gives you the opportunity or takes advantage of the history of a particular crypto asset by reading the price fluctuations and volatility in that market and recommends the parameters for you to use. So this is a good feature. As a new user, this will save you the stress of doing this whole process by yourself. The auto parameters being set, you can see the lower price and the upper price. These are what is referred to as the price range. It means that the grid trading bot will take effect between this lower price and between this upper price, the range between these prices. Anything short or above these figures, the grid trading will not take effect. So this is one factor you want to put into consideration. So a good price range is very recommended for a market you feel would do well in that price range. Also, you want to take note of the grid number being recommended. In this scenario, BTC against BUSD, we have 40 grid numbers. So there will be 40 grids, which will include both buys and sells orders, which will be filled for us to make profit. Next, to take note of is the profit grid fees deduction. So on a regular, each grid is supposed to make us about 0.58% to about 0.78% of profit. Users can decide to copy primary parameters being suggested by the AI to the manual section where you can decide to edit these features or these numbers if you are not comfortable or you want to add more to it. For 2C, you can choose to leave it at neutral, you can choose to go long, or you can also choose to go short. The AI parameter also on default suggests a 20x leverage. A user or a new user could decide to reduce the leverage that they want to be exposed to. By reducing the leverage, you will need to add more initial margin to your account. On default, you can see the available amount in BUSD is 0 in our account here. And next on the list, the initial margin needed for this trade or these automated parameters to push through with it is about 77.97 BUSD. So you need a total of about 78 BUSD to go through with these AI parameters or to complete this trade. Users who are currently using mobile app can also access the grid trading strategy. All you need to do is to log into your mobile app, click on the strategy trading in your screen, or you can go over to the futures trading and click on the icon which will pop up the grid trading for you to use. For the manual parameters, once you are on the auto parameters, you can decide to click on the copy parameters and it will direct you directly to the manual section where you can customize these parameters. For experienced traders, they might want to edit the parameters being suggested to them by the AI. As a new user who do not wish to edit these parameters, you can choose to go ahead with the suggested parameters and click on create to create your order. You want to know that the recommended grid trading leverage is lower than 20x. Exceeding 20x may cause position liquidation or insufficient margin when opening grid strategy order and stop the grid. Please confirm to set the leverage above 20x. So in a scenario, if you want to set your grid trading your leverage above 20x, you need to confirm it. As a new user on the Binance platform, the maximum X leverage you can use is about 20x as a safe measures to reduce your risk of getting liquidated. The leverage has the opportunity to amplify your gains and also amplify your losses on the Binance platform. So you want to be aware of these facts. Next, you want to take note of once you've copied the parameters in a scenario where you are not satisfied with the parameters being suggested, you can click on copy parameters. The parameters that have been suggested to you will now be shown or reflected in your manual board where you can start customizing. You can click on the manual. You can customize the neutral if you want to. The neutral is a deal for range bound markets which creates a sell and buy orders with grid with no positions. The long is a deal for trending and volatile bull markets, open long positions with grid, and the short, which is ideal for trending and volatile bear market. Also, you want to take note of the profit and grid is an estimated amount from reference to mean. This profit and grid is being reflected to by the arithmetic and geometric parameters. For arithmetic, each grid has an equal price difference, while for the geometric, each grid has an equal price difference ratio. So whichever one works for you, you can decide to leave it either way. Next you need to take note of is the initial margin you want to use. For this parameter, you need about 78 BUSD or 77.54 BUSD to push through with this trade. Also, you want to take note of the fact that most times the AI parameters that are being suggested to you could change from time to time depending on the current price history of the market. So you want to be aware of this fact and also be observant. Once you're done with editing your or customizing your parameters, you can click on create or you can also click on advanced optional to add more. For users who want to reduce the amount needed to kick off their investment or the initial margin, you might need to reduce the number of grids. Once you reduce the number of grids to about 20, as seen here we currently have about 40 grids, it could reduce the amount that is needed to open this, to create this trading bot. Next you need to be aware of is the additional or the advanced options which is available for editing. So experienced traders who decide to impute a trigger price said if the trigger price is set, the grid will be active once the last price or mark price you choose, which is the set trigger price. For the stop trigger, the grid will stop when the last price or mark price of the grid symbol you choose, which is the set top or bottom stop price. So users who are familiar with this could decide to edit these in order to get a more friendly trade or to get the best out of the trade. For disclaimer, you are required to sign the risk disclaimer settlement or statement before you set up a strategy. You click on Start Now, and Binance will show you a form where you can click on I understand or click on Accept before you can start trading. The strategy trading disclaimers. This is just a disclaimer from Binance, making sure you are aware of the risks involved in trading futures or the grid trading bot feature. Next, you want to take note of, in this scenario, currently I have about 17 grids here and also 7 grids here. Now, this is another scenario for an order which you can create using a different crypto pair. So in this crypto pair, for the auto parameters being suggested to us, we have the same auto parameters, but the grids being here, where after reducing the grid from 17 to about 7 grids, you can see that the profit margin changed as well as the initial margin changed. So the available amount here is about 2.5 USDT, which shows here we can now use 2.5 USDT to push through with this trade. So by editing the grids, it could give you an access to a lower initial margin being recommended. The features quiz will be made available to you, so you need to complete a simple features quiz to be sure that you are aware of what futures is all about on the Binance platform. Now once you're done with that, this is our order pair for Doge against USDT Perpetual. So for Doge, the initial margin needed for Doge is usually cheap, and depending on the crypto asset, for BTC it might be slightly higher, but for Doge we currently used about 2.5 USDT to open this trade, and you can see here we have total investment 48.80 USDT, initial margin 2.44 USDT, profit grid. So these are the parameters that we've chosen, and we edited or customized these parameters. So you can decide to customize your parameters to suit the amount you were willing to invest in the platform. Next, you want to take note of the Binance, or once you've successfully created your order, you can also monitor this order on the running section or on this history section, where you can see order has been created, Doge USDT, neutral 2.44 USDT initial margin, total profit, and you can see duration, and also you can click on this option to view the parameters being set. Here you can see we have 7 grids working with about 4 buy orders and 3 sell orders. So the grid bots will automatically create cheaper buys for us and try to sell these once the market moves in the up direction. Here you also get up to opportunity to click end or close a particular grid trading that you started if you feel the grid trading you've created may not be beneficial or may not be profitable to you. You can also go to your Binance Futures account to monitor your trades and how well they are doing. So this is the initial balance we have, or the initial margin balance, and you can get to see your unrealized P&L, which is the unrealized profit or loss that you can make from your transaction. Once you close your trade, it will close automatically, and it will be reflected in your total balance. Keynotes to note. To note that during the grid operation, the following scenarios will cause the grid to terminate. To manually terminate the grid, insufficient margin causes some positions to be liquidated or fail to place orders. Manually cancel some or all grid limit orders. You can manually close some or all grid positions. So when the delivery contract is delivered, the product no longer exists and the grid strategy will be automatically stopped during the delivery process. The system will automatically remove user limit orders and set to open positions. On the Binance platform, there are lots of futures giveaway promotions. In this scenario, we have USD futures tournament. You can decide to jump into this tournament as a new user to benefit from promotions and create great trading bots by participating or trading these individual pairs, so you can be part of the users winning 50,000 BUSD. For disclaimer purposes, this video is only based for educational purposes. It's not to be used as a yardstick or a financial advice. So you want to do your research before investing in any crypto asset, as crypto assets are usually very volatile and risky, and it takes lots of understanding. Overall, the Binance Grid Trading is good strategic trading bot which is free to use, beginner friendly, time conservative type of traders. With a good setup, leverage, stop loss, price range and market direction, etc., users can maximize its potentials in making successful arbitrages or profits. All useful links in the video description below. Thank you for today's tutorial. See you in our next class, and don't forget to leave us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel.